Welcome to our show, where we delve into the lives of remarkable individuals who have left an indelible mark on their respective fields. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating life of Anthony Bourdain, a man whose passion for food, travel, and storytelling captivated audiences around the world. Born on June 25, 1956, in New York City, Bourdain's early life was a unique blend of urban grit and suburban comfort, which would later influence his culinary pursuits. His family, comprising parents Pierre and Gladys and younger brother Christopher, resided in a modest home on Hillside Avenue. The Bourdains were a middle-class family with French roots, and their cultural heritage would later play a significant role in shaping Anthony's culinary interests. The young Bourdain's summers were often spent visiting his grandparents in France, where he developed an appreciation for the country's rich gastronomic traditions. These visits not only introduced him to the bold flavors and aromas of French cuisine, but also instilled in him a sense of wonder and curiosity about the world beyond his suburban upbringing. Bourdain's early education took place at Inglewood School for Boys, later known as Dwight Inglewood School, where he developed a passion for music and literature. His love for reading was fostered by his parents, who encouraged him to explore the works of authors like Ernest Hemingway and Hunter S.S. Thompson. Bourdain's fascination with food, however, was sparked by family vacations to France, where he discovered the joys of fine dining and the art of cooking. The rustic charm of the French countryside, the smell of freshly baked bread wafting from local bakeries, and the taste of rich, velvety sauces served at family gatherings all left an indelible mark on his young palate. As Bourdain navigated his teenage years, he became increasingly drawn to the world of music. He spent hours listening to albums by the Rolling Stones, The Who, and The Clash, and even formed a band with friends, playing gigs at local bars and clubs. This early exposure to the creative energy of rock and roll would later influence his irreverent approach to food writing and television. Bourdain's high school years were also marked by a growing sense of rebellion, as he began to challenge authority and push boundaries, laying the groundwork for his future persona as a bold, unapologetic critic of the culinary establishment. After graduating from Dwight Inglewood School in 1973, Bourdain attended Vassar College, where he studied English literature and developed a passion for writing. However, it was during his time at Vassar that Bourdain's fascination with food began to take center stage. He spent hours cooking for friends, experimenting with new recipes, and exploring the local culinary scene. The nearby city of New York, with its diverse array of restaurants and markets, became a playground for Bourdain, as he discovered the flavors and techniques that would shape his future career. His love of food, literature, and music had begun to take shape, and his curiosity about the world was insatiable. With his culinary training complete and a newfound sense of purpose, Anthony Bourdain was poised to take the world by storm. After graduating from the Culinary Institute of America in 1978, he worked his way up the ranks of several top New York City restaurants, including the renowned Brasserie Les Halles, where he would eventually become executive chef. It was during this time that Bourdain developed his signature style, a unique blend of culinary expertise, irreverent humor, and unapologetic candor. In 1999, Bourdain's essay Don't Eat Before Reading. This was published in The New Yorker, exposing the behind-the-scenes secrets of the restaurant industry and catapulting him to fame. The article's success led to a book deal, and in 2000, Kitchen Confidential, Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly was published, becoming an instant bestseller. The book's raw, unvarnished look at the culinary world resonated with readers, who were drawn to Bourdain's honest, often hilarious, account of life as a chef. The success of Kitchen Confidential led to a television career, as Bourdain began hosting food and travel shows that would take him to every corner of the globe. From the early days of A Cook's Tour on the Food Network, to the critically acclaimed No Reservations on the Travel Channel, Bourdain's unique voice and perspective captivated audiences, who tuned in for his culinary expertise as much as his wit and charisma. He had a gift for weaving together narratives that were both deeply personal and universally relatable, often using his culinary experiences as a lens through which to examine the world. Whether he was exploring the street food scene in Vietnam or sampling the finest cuisine in Paris, Bourdain's shows were always about more than just the food. They were about the people, the culture, and the stories behind it. One of the key factors that set Bourdain apart from other food personalities was his willingness to take risks and challenge conventional wisdom. He was unafraid to speak truth to power, whether it was criticizing the excesses of fine dining or highlighting the plight of marginalized communities around the world. This fearlessness earned him a reputation as a bold, uncompromising voice in the culinary world, and his shows often tackled difficult subjects with sensitivity and nuance. Throughout his career, Bourdain's love of literature and music continued to influence his work. He often cited authors like Ernest Hemingway and Hunter S. Thompson as inspirations, and his writing style reflected a deep appreciation for the power of storytelling. His shows frequently featured cameos by musicians and artists, adding an extra layer of depth and creativity to his narrative. As we look back on Bourdain's remarkable achievements, it's clear that his impact extends far beyond the culinary world. He helped to popularize the concept of food as a universal language, one that could bridge cultural divides and bring people together in ways that few other things can. As we explore the later life of Anthony Bourdain, it's clear that his personal struggles and triumphs were deeply intertwined with his work. Despite his outward success, Bourdain struggled with addiction and depression throughout his life, often using his writing and television shows as a way to process his emotions and find catharsis. In 2016, he began hosting Parts Unknown on CNN, a show that would take him to over 100 countries and cement his reputation as one of the most innovative and fearless food and travel personalities of his generation. One of the key factors that set Bourdain apart from other television hosts was his willingness to tackle difficult subjects and explore the complexities of the world around him. Whether he was exploring the aftermath of the Arab Spring in Libya or examining the nuances of Korean cuisine, Bourdain's shows were always about more than just the food. They were about the people, the culture, and the stories behind it. He had a gift for finding common ground with his guests, often using humor and empathy to break down cultural barriers and create a sense of connection with his audience. His impact on the culinary world is undeniable, but it's his broader influence on our culture that may be his most lasting legacy. He helped to popularize the concept of food as a universal language, one that could bridge cultural divides and bring people together in ways that few other things can. He had a way of cutting through the noise and getting to the heart of the matter, often using his sharp wit and incisive commentary to challenge our assumptions and make us think differently about the world. His legacy is a reminder that food and travel are not just about pleasure and indulgence, but about connection, community, and understanding. In the words of Bourdain himself, "Your body is not a temple, it's an amusement park. Enjoy the ride." This sense of joy and curiosity, combined with his boundless enthusiasm for life and his willingness to take risks, made him one of the most beloved and respected figures of his generation. That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.